Sub-Saharan Africa continues to face an unprecedented health and economic crisis, a crisis that has jeopardized years of hard-won development gains. This has upended the lives and livelihoods of millions, and many vulnerable countries are at risk of falling behind. For the Sub-Saharan Africa region as a whole, economic growth in 2020 was the worst on record, declining by minus 1.9%. This year, 2021, we project the region to grow by 3.4%. But even so, per capita output is not expected to return to 2019 levels until after 2022. This outlook is also subject to greater than usual uncertainty, particularly with the risk that many countries could face repeated COVID-19 episodes before vaccines become widely available. On the upside, faster than anticipated vaccine supply and distribution could boost the region's near-term prospects. The economic and human costs of this crisis are staggering. The number of extreme poor in Sub-Saharan Africa is estimated to have increased by almost 30 million in 2020. There has also been an enormous learning loss, with children in the region missing 4 times more school days than children in advanced economies. In terms of livelihoods, per capita income has returned to 2013 levels, and in many countries, it will not return to pre-pandemic levels until 2025. After years of progress, the economic gap between Sub-Saharan Africa and the rest of the world is widening. In the fight against COVID-19, the global effort to develop an effective vaccine has been truly exceptional. But here too, there is a risk of a broadening gap. The process of manufacturing, procuring, and deploying vaccine is off to a slow and highly unequal start. Some advanced economies have secured enough vaccines to cover their own population several times over. Yet, many Sub-Saharan African countries are struggling simply to vaccinate essential frontline workers, and few will achieve widespread vaccine availability before 2023. This is not just a local concern. Ensuring vaccine coverage for Sub-Saharan Africa is also a global public good. It is vital to avoid restrictions on the dissemination of vaccines or medical equipment, to ensure multilateral facilities such as COVAX are fully funded, and to quickly redistribute excess vaccines from wealthy countries. There are 3 priorities for the region's recovery. The immediate priority remains to save lives, of course. This requires more spending to strengthen health systems and containment efforts, and to cover vaccine procurement and distribution. The second priority is to unlock Sub-Saharan Africa's growth potential with bold and transformative reforms. This includes reforms to strengthen social protection systems, promote digitalization, improve transparency and governance, and mitigate climate change. Policymakers can create fiscal space to invest in these reforms by mobilizing domestic revenue, prioritizing essential spending, and better managing public debt. The third and final priority concerns the international community. Development partners and international institutions have helped to cover a sizable portion of the region's emergency financing needs in 2020. But further support will be needed to boost spending on the pandemic response, to maintain adequate reserves, to accelerate the recovery, and to return the region to a path where incomes are again converging with the rest of the world. To do this, we estimate Sub-Saharan Africa's low-income countries face additional external funding needs of $245 billion over the next 5 years and $425 billion for the whole region. But meeting the overall needs of the region will require significant contributions from all potential sources. This includes continued help from international financial institutions, debt-neutral support via official development assistance, and also debt relief where needed. Finally, and critically, Sub-Saharan Africa will also need continued inflows from the private sector.